So we're just approaching our local hermitage, and I particularly wanted to bring you here today because it's such an ancient site. There are some prehistoric cave paintings higher up to the left of the hermitage. So obviously the land has been considered sacred for a very long time. You know, the energy of the land has been recognized. And certainly I know when my husband and I climb up the mountain, you know, when we come back down afterwards, we always feel kind of transformed. You know, we kind of feel lighter and happier. And yeah, it's a little bit difficult to describe, but we kind of, yeah, we just a sense of well-being and feeling energized. So it's a pretty special mountain to us. And the reason I wanted to share this with you today, of all days, is because of what is coming up soon. So just recently, Christians have celebrated Easter, Muslims have celebrated the end of Ramadan, and then on the 16th of May, Buddhists will be celebrating Wessak. Wessak is always on the full moon in May, and it's when both the birth, death, and enlightenment of the Buddha are celebrated. So, you know, it's a powerful full moon at the best of times just because of the energy at this time of year. You know, nature, certainly in the northern hemisphere, nature is bursting into life. And it's almost as if nature's own Kundalini energy is rising. So yeah, it's always a powerful time of year. And then this year, a Wessak actually falls on an eclipse. So, you know, my sense of this is that it's going to heighten the energy, the power of Wessak even more. So this is on the 15th and 16th of May, depending on where you are. So on the west coast of the States, it will be Sunday evening. And in Europe, it'll be early on Monday morning. And not only is it an eclipse, but it's actually a total lunar eclipse. And it's a supermoon, which means that the moon is that much closer to the Earth. So all these things really contribute to heightening the power and energy of this time. And, you know, I just want to acknowledge Pam Gregory, the astrologer, at this point, because I've gleaned the details about the eclipse and the full moon from her recently. And you know, the full moon is in Scorpio, so emotions are likely to be running high. So yes, emotions are going to be running high, and that's because the full moon is in Scorpio. So, you know, I have a suggestion, I have an invitation for you. Something that will help, I think on the one hand, will really help us to kind of make the most of this powerful energy around Wessak, but also help us to cope with any challenges that may come up. So what I'm proposing is very kind of grounding. It's very much about being in the present moment in our bodies. And you know, Thich Nhat Hanh recommends that we dedicate a day a week to mindfulness, to our mindfulness practice. It's like almost like having a retreat, you know, like a one-day retreat, a mini retreat once a week. And so Sunday, for a lot of people, Sunday is the most obvious day to do that. So what I'm suggesting, if this resonates with you, if it speaks to you, is that that either on the Sunday the 15th or Monday the 16th, whichever works best for you, is that you actually, have a whole day of just kind of really being in the moment, being in the stillness, just unplugging from everything and starting, whatever you do first thing in the morning, maybe the first thing you do is have a hot drink. So you really bring your mindfulness, your present moment awareness and attention to that hot drink, to the warmth of the mug, the flavors, the aromas, and just really enjoy that cup of tea. Thich Nhat Hanh talks a lot about just enjoying a cup of tea or whatever it is that you're drinking. So for me, it's actually, I have a hot lemon drink. I just have hot water with lemon juice in it. And then, maybe you like to meditate first thing in the morning. So that's a little bit of more formal practice. And then with your breakfast, when you're preparing your breakfast, certainly being really in the present moment with whether you're, chopping up fruit or, whatever you're doing. And I'm guessing, maybe if shower is kind of part of your early morning routine, then really being, really feeling the water kind of as it lands on your skin, the temperature of the water, the, whatever smells there are, maybe of the shower gel, the shampoo, and just really delighting in all of that. And then you can actually create a little bit of a schedule for yourself if you want through the day, where, maybe you go for a mindful walk, maybe you listen to a Dharma teaching, or do some chanting, whatever your favorite things are. And then, of course, with lunch, you can do the same, just really preparing your food with love and attention and eating it really mindfully. You can actually, one thing that I like to do is to kind of put my cutlery down in between mouthfuls, because that kind of really, really helps me to kind of slow down and savor the flavors and like every mouthful really. And then, whatever, maybe after lunch, a deep relaxation practice, like a body scan practice. So you can create a really lovely day for yourself, and just see what comes up for you. You might like to do some journaling as well. So, and one thing that I find that works really well for me, because obviously we know that the mind gets distracted and it wanders off. That's just what the mind does. But one thing that I find really helpful is that I just almost like have a little running commentary in my mind about, what I'm doing. So I'll say, I'm running the tap. I'm putting the kettle on. I'm chopping this pear. Whatever it is I'm doing, I'm kind of almost like a little running commentary, and it really helps me to stay right here, right now with what I'm doing. So I'm just offering this as a suggestion that you might like to have a day of awareness, a day of self-awareness for Wessak. And over to you. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.